That's okay. Fellow Toastmasters, welcome. Full house, fantastic. Today I would like to speak a little bit about happiness and a positive attitude. Yeah. So I hope I can bring a little bit more positiveness to you and maybe to the world. First of all, I would like to know from all of you, have you ever dreamed of winning a lottery prize? I do. Yeah? Isn't that a good feeling? Can you imagine, if you close your eyes, can you imagine what you can do maybe with 40, 50, 60 million dollars? Just close your eyes for a couple of seconds and just think about it. You don't have to close your eyes? Okay, yeah? Normally it gives you a good feeling to think about winning a lottery prize. But I can tell you, winning a lottery, it's nice for your fantasy, but it isn't really important at all. Why is it not important? There are three reasons. At least according to me, there are three reasons. The first one, the chance, if you look at the statistics, to win a lottery prize is almost zero. Yeah? The chance that you die in a car accident is so much higher, so just don't think about it. The second reason, which I like, is more important, and maybe, especially in the United States, it's not a little bit controversial, but money doesn't make you happy. Yeah, I will explain. Researchers did a study, and they find out. Yeah, they did a study. They find out that they did a study between the happiness level of people from the Fortune 400 list, between the richest of the richest Americans, and they compared their happiness level with people from the Amish. People from the Amish who live the most basic lifestyle. And what did they find out? That on a scale from 0 till 7, both groups scored an average of 5.8. So I just want to say, it doesn't matter if you drive in a Ferrari or you go by horse and carriage. It doesn't matter. Yeah? So that's the second reason. The third reason is that we, human beings, we are the only living creatures who can change, or we can realize our dreams by set a goal and by taking action. So we are the only living creatures who can create, or we can fulfill our dreams just by putting a clear goal and by taking action. I, for example, and I forgot actually to take my book, I had a book of running a marathon. I had it for 20 years on my bookshelves, but always I was sick, ill, drinking, drugs. Oh, no, drugs no. No. And I never did it until like 5 months ago. I took the book again. I set a clear goal. I said, I'm going to run San Francisco Marathon the 30th of July under 4 hours. And what did I do? I take a lot of action. I booked a flight, booked a hotel, booked a marathon, went running, I read the book. And the 30th of July, I ran my first marathon under 4 hours. And I thought, it is nice to run a marathon, and it gives you a lot of pleasure because it's the first one. But what more gives me accomplishments or more satisfaction is the fact that you can plan something or set a goal, and by taking action, you can reach it. And this is actually so simple. So I want to take more and more action in my life. But is happiness for 100% makeable by setting just clear goals and taking action? It's not for 100%, because happiness, and this is maybe good to understand, happiness is not about what you have or what you possess, but happiness is about what you do in your activities and your behavior. And your behavior, researchers find out, for 40% is decided genetically. For 10% it's coming from your daily circumstances. For example, the weather, winning a lottery, a disease, a death. But, so 50% of your behavior you have absolutely no influence on. But the other 50% you can have influence on, because it depends on, your behavior depends on the activities that you are doing. What else? Yeah, next. Happiness, yeah, because you're saying, what is happiness actually? Because we're talking a little bit about happiness, but what is happiness? I divide happiness into three groups. First of all, I call it the pleasant moment group. What does it mean? That you have a lot of pleasant moments during your life. For example, go on vacation, go skiing, having a party with your friends, whatever you can think of. So a lot of pleasant moments. The second group is the good life. People with a good life, what does it mean? People who use their skills and their talents at work and at home. For example, musicians or documentary makers. If you see how passionate these people are, not only at work, but it is a lifestyle what they have. The third group is what I call the sinful life. That is people who put themselves into something higher than themselves. It could be, especially in the US, a god. In Holland, it is more. Let's say don't talk about Holland. It is. Let's say it could be a god. It could be raising children, but it could also be a member of a non-profit organization. The trick is to find happiness. It's to find balance between those three groups. So you have a lot of nice moments with friends, vacation. You use your skills and your talents at work or at home. And you put yourself into service on something higher than yourself. Probably raising children. Yeah? So just keep a balance between this. Who from you write down every day his goals? What he wants to accomplish within, for example, a year. Who is writing his goals on paper every day or every week? Okay. These are normally also the most successful people. I see it, yeah. Okay. No, but I do, for example, I write down every day my goals. In the morning when I wake up, I write down my goals. So my mind knows where I want to focus on and why I want to focus on this during the day. I also write it down in the end of before I go to bed. And then my subconscious mind is working on it when I'm asleep. So I always write down my goals. My goals have to be, and that is nice what Eddie says, I prefer that my goals are positive. And I want you to give the 7 steps to create a more positive personality. The first step to create a positive personality, and if you want to write it down, you can write it down because positiveness helps everyone. The first step is self-talk. What does it mean, self-talk? If you have to do something, just keep in your mind, it's like affirmations. I can do it. I am pretty. I am a nice guy. I am a professional soccer player. Especially the one, I'm pretty, I like that one, yeah. The second one is visualizations. If you, for example, have to do a speech, which I haven't done, but normally you can visualize the day before, that you see yourself standing in front of a crowd, and you see yourself full confidence, relaxed, talking. That helps a lot. So try to visualize. If you have a certain event, if you have a meeting, if you have to give a speech or whatever you do, just try to visualize it, and that will help to be more positive. The third one, and I think this one is maybe the most important, positive people around you. You don't know how many negative, energy draining people, bloodsuckers you have next to you. It could be your wife, yeah, but you don't. I'm not talking about my wife. It could be a wife. Now, people are often in a relation for 10, 20, 30, 40 years, and they are stuck because financial reasons, because once they were married, because once they said they will stick to each other. I will speed it up. They will stuck to each other. Watch out with who you go along with. It could be your friends, it could be family members, it could be your husband or your wife. The fourth one is mental food. Mental food, what does it mean? Get a lot of positive energy, of a positive talks inside of you. That could be an audio talk, it could be reading, it could be an interesting television program. But watch out that you don't go to watch for hours to the Kardashians and Paris Hiltons and whatever bullshit, but okay. 5, training and development. Training and development. It's interesting, follow a seminar, go to a course, read a book, go to Toastmasters. That's what we all do. Yeah, it's very important. Number 6, healthy.